Like you was telling me, it's like a 24/7, like Mayweather 24/7 HBO.
No, it's more like Hard Knocks, but I think look, I've only watched the Cowboy one, but the way they did the Cowboy one, and I watched it like a season later, because my coworker told me, "Yo, watch, it's pretty good." The way they did the Cowboy one is they do it during the season. They never did it before the season.
They don't do it like.
But Amazon's trying to make that money, so they're like, "Fuck that shit." We're trying to get that HBO money.
They're doing it like.
Speaking of HBO,
OTA.
HBO Max is coming out soon.
What the hell is that?
So what the heck? So
people, that's the shirt and the website Teespring.
So now, like companies are trying to go at Netflix. They're all so.
Oh, okay.
HBO, which is retarded. So I think AT&T owns Time Warner, which Time Warner owns I think Warner Brothers or something like that, right? They're all together. So now, and they, HBO's part of that. So now they're gonna mesh like all the Warner Brother movies. Excuse me, HBO and all that shit.
Barney.
It's gonna be in their app,
okay.
The streaming service.
Oh, that's cool.
Which basically, like, so Friends was in Netflix, and they just
that's it.
Because they're part of whatever Warner Brothers. So they're gonna take a lot of movies from Netflix,
perfect.
like existing movies, so they could compete with them. So Netflix is gonna lose some movies.
They might lose me as a customer, but if HBO does that, there's one or two shows that are coming that you should watch. There's one called The Watchmen. For all us Game of Thrones fans who used to watch HBO like religiously, Watchmen is based on the movie that came out 10 years ago. It's a comic book thing.
Yeah.
So this is a prequel. So it's gonna be a TV series for HBO. Right now, as we speak, for you Bruce Lee fans, there's a story based or something that Bruce Lee wrote. It's called Warriors. It's on HBO. I haven't had a chance to watch it, but I hear good things. There's another show on HBO that I'm gonna get back to you guys for next week, because I know some of you listeners, you guys just don't listen to the bullshit we talk, but when we talk about shows, you guys actually watch it, and I appreciate that. Now that we're talking about shows and shit like that, we stop talking about sports, because some of you fans hate it when we talk about sports.
Yeah, the last thing I want to say in sports. Fuck, we already took the shot, but big shout out to the USA women's soccer team. Woo! Football team, whatever you want to call them, but big shout outs to them, man.
Let's do the equal pay for them, bro. Hopefully
that's fucking bullshit.
Let's do it.
That bullshit.
I was gonna talk about some other sports shit too, man, but I forgot what it was.
Yeah,
because it just happened. It happened last week. You just said the soccer, the women's USA team.
Brazil won that Copa America.
Brazil won Copa America,
taking over our spot.
And Mexico won Gold Cup. They beat United States once again. But shout out to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. for home run derby. This motherfucker broke the record.
And he still lost.
By one.
What the hell?
Yo.
He should have put the shirt. What the hell?
But you know what's fucking cool about it is that whoever won gets $1 million, right?
Yeah.
So the guy that won...
Dude, that's better than the NBA dunk contest.
Yes. So they're making people who hit home run, they want to make them want to come and do home run derby. So I think he's a rookie with the Mets. Alonso.
Yeah.
His contract for the year, he was making $555,000.
Damn.
To play 182 games.
Fuck.
He beat Vladimir Guerrero.
That's why. That motherfucker needed the money.
He beat him and he gets $1 million.
That motherfucker needed the money.
He just got 1.5 for the year, and one of those in July, whatever, he made $1 million.
Yo, that motherfucker's like, I need the money.
He was.
He goes, this is 2 years.
Oh man,
2 years paid.
No, not just that. He's like, I'm gonna get ass tonight.
Yeah.
I got $1 million check. I don't know, because before they used to give you a car like a Corvette, but I think they said fuck it, $1 million. So yo, NBA, take a page out of MLB and do the same. You get these superstars that will come. $1 million to these super max contracts ain't shit.
Yeah.
But $1 million that you could be like, here LeBron, take this $1 million, you could donate it to your school. Come on, you telling me look, LBJ won't go and start dunking? So NBA, take a page out of MLB before you get Chuleta smacked.
Yo, for real.
So we were going from that to the TV shows. did you finish or did you start Stranger Things season 3?
I did, but I haven't finished.
Man, I wish I had one of those buttons that go. Boo!
I know, that's why I actually wanted to talk about it the following week because I haven't finished it.
Man,
So
I finished that in a day and a half.
I'm up to episode 5.
Man, hurry up, man. There's only 8 episodes.
No, I know. Yesterday I probably could have finished it, but I knocked out a little early.
Stranger Things is one of those shows that when you binge watch, you start feeling that you don't want to stop watching. But then you got to go to bed and you wake up like, shit,
I was going to stay watching last night, but I was like, I just need a break. So I was like, I wasn't paying, I got to a point I wasn't paying that much attention to it, so I want to pay attention to it. But yeah, I'm up to like episode 5.5. Yeah, it's quick. Like, I started yesterday, I think, at episode 2. And I watched, I think, one coming home and stuff. But,
now,
yeah.
I know you watched that with your fiance.
No, she watched that shit ahead of me, that biatch.
So the question is, did you get mad that you was holding out to watch it?
Yeah, so
that's the question for couples.
Yeah, no, I wasn't mad. So I'm sure you guys have go through this, couples, either guy or girl. So this is basically what happened with me in this instance. So me and my girl watched, I think the first day it came out, the first night, which I believe it was
July 4th.
July 4th. It was Wednesday.
Thursday.
It was Thursday. My bad. Thursday, we watched the first episode. She knocked out. I ended up knocking out. That was that. So I was like, I need to watch the first episode, like the last 5-10 minutes, just to get we watch it. This whole past weekend, I was home all day Saturday. I could have watched it, but I was like, nah, let me wait for her.
Oh, so you were being the good boyfriend.
Yeah, I was being a good boyfriend because I wasn't gonna watch it again. Like, I was like, I'll watch. I'm like, I'll wait for her. And then I'm like, but she probably started watching it because she's done this to me before.
Okay.
But I didn't watch it. So then Monday, I'm talking to my sister. This is when we're going to a wrestling thing. And we're talking about the show. And my sister's like, oh, she's watching that shit now. My sister came to my house.
She snitched.
And she's like, she's on episode 3.
Oh my God.
So by the time I got home from the wrestling, she finished it. She was watching Master of None. So then on Monday, I'm like, perfect. Monday night, no, my bad, Tuesday, I'm like, I'm gonna come home and watch it. That was my plan. I come home and then she came by. I'm watching it. And she's like, I was like, I'll change it because you already watched it. Nah, I'll watch it again. But then she's like, I'm like, you still spoiled it for me because I know how you are. But then she was like, I don't remember this part. I don't remember this. I'm like, yo, did you watch the show?
She watched season 2.
For real, bro. What the heck?
What the heck?
So yeah, that threw me off. So yeah, I gotta finish it. And I was trying to finish it before we did the podcast to talk about it. So next week we'll fully get into it.
Next week,
which will give you guys time.
All 3 seasons.
Yeah, it will give you guys time to, like, you know, spoiler alert, whatever the fuck that is. But and even on the movie you saw, Spider-Man, some guy at my job spoiled it for me.
He did?
Yeah. You know, I didn't really care, but he said the whole plot.
Oh my goodness.
Because he was explaining to someone, they got another Spider-Man? Yeah, but this is what happened to this one. I was like, holy shit. But
oh my goodness.
Other than that, I really haven't watched much. I think I've watched only the show on Showtime. It's like with Kevin Bacon. It's based on Boston. I think Ben Affleck directs it.
Oh, because I don't have.
Well, I don't have TV.
What's
but
the name of that
I
show?
got it on the channel. Something Woods. I'll show it to you before we end the podcast.
I gotta get into that because the only other shit that I watch on Netflix, it was only 5 episodes this season. It's called The Rain.
Yeah.
This is season 2. Basically, something happened that some doctors created a chemical.
It's actually called City on a Hill.
They created a chemical, and with the rain, it started killing people off. And one kid who was diagnosed with some type of disease when he was young, and his father injected him with some serum that he created. This kid is the only one that could survive the touch of the water, whatever. So now in season 3, they're finding out because it's like a smoke that comes out of him.
This is on
Netflix.
Netflix, okay.
So it's like one of those
Sci-fi, right?
It's a sci-fi like European because you could tell that they're talking in like, let's say, a different language, but they subtitled English. So it's pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I watched 5 episodes in one day. I'm just waiting for the new shows to come down. I know they got Jessica Jones season 3 out, but I don't know.
Fuck, they got a Scream, the TV series?
Oh yeah, that was on Fox.
Other than that, I really haven't. I've been going through an old show, which is 6 Feet Under.
Animal Kingdom has been good. This
I haven't watched it.
It's been great.
I have it saved so I can watch it once I'm done.
It's definitely been great. Animal
the
Kingdom.
Only thing I've watched, I watched a Bob Marley documentary. That for me it was just damn, this guy fucking up there in terms of the type of person this guy was trying to create peace. And they said he was so influential that even when the Berlin Wall went down, they played his music. Okay. And even when things have happened with refugees or anything, it's always been his music that's kind of put people together. So I don't have a tattoo, but I was thinking a tattoo. I think I'll get Bob Marley.
On you.
For real, that documentary, it's not a long documentary and it's not exciting. The documentary's not all that, but it's just, it shows the way he was. I'm damn, man, this guy was trying to put peace together. And
he was trying to bring the world together. He was
trying
through his music.
Yeah, man, and it's crazy. I never really thought of it that way. You know what I'm saying? So, he's one artist. I mean, to this day, his music lives on. He's like a Michael Jackson.
So every time I smoke hookah, I always try to listen to Bob Marley.
Every time I go on vacation.
Oh yeah, last year I went to Jamaica.
Even if I go to somewhere,
I went to the bar in the
lobby.
Well,
Jamaica, yes.
Oh, I went to the bar in the lobby, and they were playing some bubblegum music, KTU shit. Yeah. And I sit down, I was like, "Hey, my brother, where's the reggae, the Bob Marley?" No, you want Bob Marley? And they went, "Okay." I was like, "Yeah, man." That's why I came to Jamaica, because my 2 things in Jamaica I wanted to do was, of course, smoke some weed because I'm in Jamaica, and then I wanted to hear that aluminum drum.
Oh my god, that's my favorite. Yo, that's my favorite thing.
I was telling my girl, because my girl saw it on TV. She was like, "Yo, what is that?" I was like, "Yo, that is the best drum ever."
I know.
That if there's one instrument that I want to learn how to play right now, it'll be that.
Yo, there's a guy on 42nd Street. No lie. When I get out the bus and I gotta walk that tunnel, he's always playing that shit. But this guy, no lie, he's 6'4", like Deontay Wilder, mad big, built, and he just plays with a tank top. All the white girls be going crazy.
I will give him $1.
Yo, all the white girls be putting money. He's like that. You see him smiling.
Yo, every time I hear that, I think of a Tom and Jerry episode because it is Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Bing, 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 bing. I'm like, please. And I kept asking the workers.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody that plays this, dude? And in our pool, and the adult side, who happens to have a band of those drums.
Oh yeah.
Bing, 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 bing. And I'm in the pool.
That shit, yo.
Drinking my Henny Colada.
That's vacation music, man.
God.
When I hear that music, I feel like I'm on vacation. I remember, I think I went on a cruise. I think it was with my daughter, or maybe with my girl. That they had a live band. That's all they played, like Bob Marley, and they had it was a Jamaican band. And yo, that shit was so relaxing, bro. You just fucking chill. It makes you want to just drink and smoke.
And you know what's funny is that they say that Bob Marley was great, but then you had other people that came after him that people
the Rastafari's. Yeah.
Like there's this other guy that I listen to. His name is Peter Tosh.
Yeah. And
he gets more into details or deep into trying to bring peace.
Yeah.
And they talk about the revolution and the wars and all this shit. You know, because Bob Marley talks about that.
Yeah.
A lot of people who know Bob Marley, and I don't want to say we're ignorant, but we know the One Love and the Jamming and Buffalo Soldier. But if you listen to it, it has a story there.
That's the thing, is I never really paid attention to the lyrics that much.
They said Peter Tosh was actually talking about revolution, just like Bob Marley was. But the thing is, as us as young, we weren't thinking about peace in the world, the revolution, this and that. Because when you hear Bob Marley, smoke weed, reggae, And then you go, yo, I want to hear reggae. And the reggae we want to listen to is probably